Here on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome to another Zombie Devil stream on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We are live. I had to put some things away, and here's a better reintroduction. Woo! Anyway, we're gonna finish up the draft we did yesterday. That's the word I'm looking for. No, I'm not gonna open Crimson Vow packs. We started it. We got 5 wins. Will we get a 6th and possibly 7th? On 2 losses. That is the question. Oh, my foot is asleep. But we will get going here. I just had to put my headphones away, get a little more set up, and we don't need music today. I could play it, but we don't need it. We're gonna do this au naturel. You get my voice, and only my voice. Da 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 da. So, any rate, like I said in the title, it's one of those things where let's talk about this new format. Why not? Why not? And well, Wizards announced there's going to be a new format called Alchemy, and it's going to be featured digitally errata cards, and that's a way of tweaking standard without having to necessarily ban things, and that's the advantage to having a digital client such as Magic Arena that you don't need to be. Well, that sucks, because this is only 2 damage. Well, we still draw a card. I'm not gonna disturb. It's just, it gets a big dumb blocker that's a 3/3 out of the way. I mean, that's a 2/4. That's just as bad. Considering whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it's going to deal 1 damage to us. Okay, well, that's no big deal. My inability to... I mean, I might as well exploit it, I guess, and then just get this Flame Blast Bolt back. But then I need to quickly figure out how to get in for damage. Because we've drawn plenty of cards off of our deck. I mean, yeah, I can block and then kill. I can attack and still kill. But I'm not going to bank our success on them not having anything. Like that, for example. That's a Lacerate Flesh, so that kills the Repository Scob anyway. That's a lot. Oh, this is such a waste. But it's got 2 toughness, so let's do it. Or it's, Even if they cradle a safety and block, the thing dies. Like, I hate to use 2, but 4 toughness is a lot for us to get through. Well, they had the spirit spell. They also have a Lacerate Flesh that actually is going to go away, so they lose the Lacerate Flesh this turn. Yep. Yeah, it was painful to burn those 2 spells on this single 2/4, but, well, it's now, we threw it in exile, but just like it wasn't super painful to sacrifice the cat to then exile this. But yeah, 4 toughness is just a lot for us to have to deal with. And it just kind of hurt us in the long run, I guess. I think we literally lost on that transaction just now. Because I'm going to braid away from doing much. And, well, they're maximum hand size, but they're going to draw a bunch of cards. And they just got us on card advantage just now. Owie. Yeah. Whoa! Well, you're either going to block or not. Of course you block. Okay. Well, that gives us a turn. Like, that was the whole point of that. It's like, alright. Hey, hey. Discard a basic land because we have so many of them. Alright. Whatever. So that's 5, 10, 11, and we discarded 1. So we drew 12 out of... There's only 5 left in here. Like, gotta love the Arena Shuffler some days. Exploited it to yourself, sure. Rending Flame, sure. Okie dokie. Next. Nope. Nope. There's only 4 lands now left in our deck. This is annoying. Okay. Yeah. They didn't cast anything. Yes. I wanted to get value off this exploit. I don't need to counter that spell now because the creature's gone. So I'll just counter the ability on the Kessig. And Diver's Gob. How about that? Decline. I mean, if I... Putting that on... Oh, wow. So, no joke. So, 6, 7, 11, 13, 14. There are only 3 lands left in our deck. We drew every land. But 3. That is, like, atrocious in terms of statistics. That is just horrible. That was a winnable game, and yes, I agree. You know, as stated earlier, maybe, like, burning, quite literally, that 1 werewolf, to kind of protect our small creatures might have been a bit of a mistake. but at the same time, you can't win a game just drawing lands. And yeah, we dug 3 cards deeper too, like with that draw spell. And that's why there's the land in our bin. But that just violates all sorts of statistics. It pains me to, you know, be that person who's like, man, the Arena Shuffler, but man, the Arena Shuffler. All right. Focus, 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 focus. I mean, Scattered... I know that Scattered Thoughts is a good card. I'm just not sold on it. It's a rare. I don't know if it's playable per se, but it's a rare. Where I let that happen. So, you know, welcome, welcome. Caxips, everyone who's here in the chat room. So we got Caxips and we have Action Shin. Jody Moon, welcome. Welcome to the channel, Jody Moon. Don't think I've seen you before, so welcome to Jurassic Park. No, but welcome, Jody. Some of these are pretty useless cards. Hey! Hello, Vaxil... Valley... I'm sorry. Valixion? I think I got it right there the second time. Hello, completely in the moment. Thanks for stopping in, you two. I'll take a... Well, I mean, I kind of want to take the Sigardian Paladin, but whatever. Well, that's actually a really late Sigardian Paladin to our friends there. Whoever is drafting in green-white, maybe they're on our left. How's everyone doing today? I let it auto-pick there. There's no point. So, Hero's Downfall, very good card, but we're not in black. We're just not. Alchemist Revival, good card. Or, I mean, it's a versatile. Shouldn't say it's good, but it's versatile. Pyre Spawn, Steelclad, we'll see it again, the Pyre Spawn. Steelclad Spear is kind of useless, and that just requires too much. I mean, I'm taking the Gutter Stalker. Skulker? Stalker, Skulker. I mean, what? They're kind of interchangeable words. I'm just moving these useless white cards over. So yeah, I'll take it and figure some... Oh... I know it's not, but I've always wanted to draft this guy, and this is the first time I've ever seen him in a draft. Can I justify splashing green just to play Grolnok? Probably not. But it's like, oh... Yeah, you can see we just have a bunch of kind of useless crap out here. I mean, yeah, I got an Ancient Lumbernaught, and I have a Sporeblack Wolf, but I'm sorry, not the other Gutter Skulker, the Cruel Witness. This is what I'm going to take. Cruel Witness. It's so cruel. Life is horrible. There's another one. Counterspell, Cruel Witness. Counterspell, Cruel Witness. Counterspell, Cruel Witness. I'll take the Counterspell for now. I'm not sold on... I mean, it's a good card, but I'm not sold on too many of them. Because look at our curve. Like, do I want my curve set on 4? Is what I'm trying to say here. Well, Veto does make a combo. Infinite and whatnot with the... we actually lost to it yesterday. That was yesterday's stream. We lost to that Veto... the... Oh, Fiddle Faddle. It's the card from Avacyn Restored. But you'd probably know what I'm talking about. Valixion. I think it's Sanguine Bond. Sanguine Bond! Haha! Yeah. We said it at the same time! Jinx on stream. Is such a thing possible? I mean, even if it's not. I'm having fun. Yeah, we lost to it yesterday in Historic. The Sanguine Bond Veto deck. Sanguine Bond itself is actually a pretty expensive card in paper. Unless it went down. Like, that was like a $10 card at one point. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Werewolf over the... I mean, I'm not really in these colors, so like some of these cards that are coming about are kind of like, do I really want to pick it? Not really, because I'm not in those colors. I mean, this card's disgusting, but it's 7 mana and 2 black. I mean, I'm probably gonna take it because I'm sure whether the Screaming Swarm wheels or not, we already have one, and I don't need to be stacked on Screaming Swarms. That I think I'd rather take the Vault Progress over here with the Dreadfast Demon. I mean, you can't predict that you're going to see that kind of card, but like, had I known that the Dreadfast would have come up, then I probably would have taken the Hero's Downfall over the Gutter Skulker. Here, I think it's Lantern Bearer, and then if you wheel the Cruel Witness, you take the Cruel Witness. We're not in a Wretched Throng deck. This is the first one I think I've seen all draft. So, Lantern Bearer it is. This is the first time I've ever seen this guy, too, show up in a pack. And I just mean show up in a pack. He is a really, really, really good card. But do we have enough humans to really, to again splash for it? I don't think so. But, like, that's a bomb in limited. I'm going to take the zombie, the Stitched Assistant, because, again, I think we wheel Wash Away. And I'm pretty sure we can get a Pyre Spawn. Didn't say that right. I'm pretty sure that one will wheel back to us. Green is actually quite open in that case, considering we just saw that the +1/+1 counter guy, and now this Dormant Grove. Belligerent Geist, trample, create a blood token. I'm just going to take the Dormant Grove. So we have the Foreboding Statue, the Runebound Wolf. I'm probably going to take the Runebound Wolf, but the Foreboding Statue is color fixing. Ooh, whoa. And it's a 5/5. But again, with the braids running around, I don't know how sold I am on that. That I think I'd rather take that. Maybe, alright, maybe. Alright, we will take the statue. I consulted the Oracle, and the Oracle said take the statue. Are you playing it in Modern or Historic, Velixian? Again, apologies for mispronouncing your name if I am. Forgive me. Also forgive my low production values. But by not running a camera, my internet actually works. So it's just one of those force of habit things. I hate being so stuck on 6, but I guess I don't think we're really gonna. I don't think we're white splashable, or you know what I mean. Like I don't think white is a splashable color for us. Sure, grab Blade to rest. Oh, yeah, Commander makes sense. Yeah, because I was like Isochron Scepter. It's like, why would you be playing? I mean, it is modern legal, but I suppose. But then again, why would you be running it in modern? I mean, depending on how familiar you are with the modern format, it's like the quest has always been there to try to get um, like to replace Splinter Twin, if that makes sense. It's like they've always tried, quite unsuccessfully. I kind of want to run this as Is It, but I know that we have that Bomb Demon. So this is a conundrum. Well, completely in the moment. Stopped by and said hi and left. But thanks for interacting in the chat, at least, Velixian. I don't get too much of that these days. So, it's all fun for me. So it wants me to run the Dreadfast Demon. And it wants me to run kind of like that. So it wants me to run this kind of hodgepodge of black cards. I'm not sold on the Lightning Wolf anyway. I think one Pyre Spawn is okay. But then it says take out that, and then it wants me to run the Consuming Tide. Because Pyre Spawn's something I can exploit to the demon. I don't know if I necessarily want Consuming Tide. I mean, you look at the deck and it's like, all right, yeah, there's a good top end, but if we're bouncing everything, leaving them with one thing, I don't know. Because, yeah, return all non-land permanents. Well, I guess you could bounce blood tokens. Then you draw a card for each opponent. Well, you're only going to draw one card. So you return everything and draw a single card. Can that potentially get us out of a jam? Maybe. But what would I take out? I mean, it wants me to take out a Draftsmith. So I'm using Draftsmith. Do whatever you need to do. I'm just grateful to have someone to talk to for once. It's a rare occurrence around these parts. Let me put it that way. Um, I don't think we're going to deck, but we also don't have a lot of card draw. This is what I'm not sold on. It's a 1/5. But, okay, so I have a 2/3. That's a 4/3. That's a different toughness. Okay, 1/3 there. So we have 1, 2, 3. Does it just say differing, or does it say... No, it specifically has to be toughness greater than the power. So there's only 4 creatures that can do that. And the prisoner actually kind of synergizes with that, but I realize that's kind of playing 2 separate decks. I'm not particularly sold on the Cobbled Lancer, but it is a Cobbled Lancer. Maybe I just... Yeah, we're gonna gamble with 16 lands. We're just gonna gamble. I think that's a fine enough gamble, and whatever happens, happens. Boop. 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 Refresh the chat. When I click on things and things happen, you gotta refresh the chat sometimes. Alright. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Like, we have a good top end, and that's about it. Roy in Hawaii. If they're actually in Hawaii, then they're 3 hours behind. West Coast time here. If you're on the East Coast, you're 3 hours ahead of me. And then there's a lot in between. Son of a bee. Well, that's something. And I can discard an island. Nope. I mean, that card was mana fixing. It's just a 2/5. We don't get a card out of it, but it can block. If they have bleed dry, then they bleed it dry, and we just pyre spawn. Wonderful. That's why I say we at least have a top end here. I mean, if there's 4 swamps, what are you going to do with 4 swamps? Why would you downfall the 2/5 and not the 6/4? Like, understandably, I get it. You know, you can block for days with the persistent specimen. But it's still a 6/4. Okay. If you want to use your mana to bring it back, then that's on you. Okay. They technically gain it back, but I can't block the Heron of Hope. We're 1 black mana away. Still 1 black mana away. Well, do you want to block? No, you don't. Okay. Give me some of that black mana. Cruel Witness. Well, I can't black. I can't block anything on the ground, so. Neat. I mean, I know that card exists, but it's a rare. I'm not playing around it. Well, that's fine. We have an Abrade. I think that's our only removal spell. I'm actually fine with that, because the Cobbled Lancer gives me a draw. So I need, which I need. Okay. There we go. That's something. But unfortunately, I think we're dead to that. Because that just gets us a blood token, and I can't do anything with the blood token. That doesn't have reach. So it just kind of sits there. So yeah. Womp womp wow. Ha! And then we die in the air. No! Rough. Rough beats. But turns out I didn't have anything to beat a flyer. I still really don't, but we just needed black mana. And we're primarily in Is-It deck. We're not really a Grixis deck. This person may... Well, no. They can't be Australian because I'm in a North American queue. Technically speaking. Oh. I see. Well, if it's a land, which it is, I play the land. Yeah, you can't. I was like, can you like use that, like enchant yourself, and then just get free cards off the top of your library? And no, it doesn't work that way. They'd still be able. You give your opponents the free cards off the top of your library. So yeah, it's correct too. Enchant your opponent. Enchant away. Woo-hoo. Enchanted. A not horrible movie. Made by Disney. Starring Isla Fisher. Yeah, it's glitching out, covering up some chat stuff, but whatever. I'm trying not to like. Anyway, sorry. That's a Twitch thing. I'm just like burning my time here in the game while I fight with Twitch. Okay. It's got trample. The block isn't going to do anything. Woohoo! I stole land off of them. 1/5 is a 1/5. 3/2 is a 3/2. I could also bounce all but the 4/3. I'll play it as a 4/3 and just decline the draw. It doesn't incentivize them to attack in with the 4/3, and I don't really want to blow up our own 4/3. Okay. You can make it a 5/3, but I still can block and kill it. So, you do you with your Deadly Dancer. Alright then. It is a Reckless Impulse. Lovely. Okay. I still attack in. One would still trample over. Because if I am to steal lands off their deck, there we go. Cool. I stole an Angie Maid of Dishonor off their deck. Thump. They have a wolf. Oi, Wolfie! I think I'm going to get rid of the Consuming Tide. I can play out this creature, that creature, and I'd rather, yeah, make sure that I'm hitting my mana drops here. At the beginning of combat, I have 3 creatures with a different toughness. Whoop! I now have a 2/6. Oh, yeah. And then... Oh, nice. Good for them, I suppose. It's tap 2, and then I have to sacrifice things to drain them. So, I mean, I have 9, 12 if I wanted to do that, but it's going to be a slow drain for that to happen. Slow. Slow. Low, 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 low. Infestation expert. Okay, I mean, we're at equal, we're at parity when it comes to life totals. Intriguing. Intriguing. That's going to do that, and then I can cast a 4-drop. Well, I can't draw a card if I can't do that, so... I think I just do that. I could have attacked first to see if I got a land. Nope. Just ate the wolf off the top of their library. So we're milling them twice, so to speak. Alright, my flesh was lacerated. My blocks aren't profitable per se, but they are effective. Because it's got a big enough butt. And again, I only need to get them down to 6 life, really. Or no, I sacrifice another creature. But I can get them down to 3, haha. And then I can make that work. I only have 3 power, so yes. Okay. Alright. Boop, and boop. Yep, nothing happens. Okay. Angie. So it's not Angie Falconrath, but it's a Falconrath. And then cast this one. I'll get Angie out. We got the fight zombie off. Now if they cast something, they go to 5. We hit them for 3. And we can sacrifice a creature to then kill them. So unless they have a kill spell for our Catapult Captain, we have lethal next turn. And the ability to put this back on top if we really wanted to. Well, like 2 down is the technical. The casting another creature. See, that's a mistake, and now they're dead because they don't have reach. So I don't get that. I'm gonna go for the fancy play. I can just swing in with the flyer, but nah, let's drain him for 3. Let's have fun. The finesse, the brie cheese of winning against your opponent, the foie gras of winning against your opponent. Why just beat them with a flyer when you can drain their life total with a catapult captain that you flipped off of their creature? And no black mana, but again, we can cast 2 of the things in our hand. So it's not the worst. The best, not the worst. It's not the end of the world. Apocalypse Now. Overrated, underrated. Now back to this talk of Alchemy. And that, the new format that Wizards is creating. I actually, so I mean, what it is they're going to digitally errata standard legal cards for Arena. Of course, they're going to put some enchantment or something on that. I don't think it's worth me holding back to trade, because I know there's some sort of combat trick or enchantment they're going to play. Or not. But something's up. Because it seems ridiculous to let that flip. Knew it! Lunar Rejection. Well, I play it back out. It still has a 4-3 with Menace. So I'll quickly win the race, if that's the goal. Like, if their goal is to just stymie me. They got another one! How about that? Well, okay. I have a 4-4 with Menace now. So again, I'd like to think we don't lose in 10 turns. But they're playing a game that forces us to lose in 10 turns. That's fine, to be honest. Because this thing is far back. I mean, you got to take a turn off, but it still is a 4-3. And we still have the 4-4 with Menace. And the reason I even played the Celebrant last turn was to just try to be like, alright, well, let's see. I'm actually going to discard the Socialite. Oh, okay. It's one of those things where it's like, well, I shouldn't have played a land if I was my goal was to flip this. So, because I don't know what's here, if it's even castable. It was the Pyre Spawn. We know that's what we drew off of the Sky Orb Scob. But I wouldn't have been able to cast it, so I would have taken 2 damage for nothing. So it all works out in the end. But as I was saying, I get distracted. Did you guys know that I get distracted? Boy, do I get distracted. So it's going to be this digital interface. That's all well and good. There we go. Now it flips. And like Hearthstone-esque. And that, like, again, that's a positive. But I do think that so my personal opinion is it's going to be a separate format, and they're going to like do away with it, because otherwise it does just destroy paper Magic. Like, it's going to be a world of constant updating, basically, or you have no real reason to play paper. I mean, they could block in a variety. Well, they can't block the 2 flyers, I guess. So they take 3, and then if they do end up killing the Pyre Spawn, they're in dead range. And if they don't kill the Pyre Spawn, we can exploit it and still shoot them. So yeah, I think you run into a wall of constant updates that I don't think Wizards of the Coast wants to put themselves in, or whoever is making this decision, whether it's Hasbro or Wizards. It's like to constantly errata and go to a Hearthstone or maybe Runeterra. I don't know if Runeterra does that. Can't say I'm familiar with either game personally. But yeah, it seems a bit much to say like, all right, every 30 days we're going to digitally errata cards so that standard is different on Arena. Well, but why? Why would you do that? I'm not going to cast the Gatekeeper because the Gatekeeper doesn't do anything. There needs to be something in their yard for the Gatekeeper to do something. Alright, I cast him out because then I can cast a 4/4, and then it's just a matter of figuring out the rest of our plans from there. But we do take a lot of damage in order to get this 4/4 out. Well, they got a land. And they got Ancestral Anger. Some blood tokens. Ancestral Anger, plus X, plus O, where X is 1, plus the number of cards. So it's only going to be 1. So it would become a 3/4. Or a 3/3. Yep, it's 3/4 with trample. Doesn't count itself. I actually want to kind of do mana denial over here, but we have a backup, so I don't care. Okay, obvious combat trick, and of course you put it on the creature with trample. But we have another one, so that's why I'm not like freaking out here. I'm like freaking out, man. I mean, like, okay, so I can cast another one. I can cast these 2. But this is just a literal blocker, and then this doesn't do anything in the interim, other than burn them out. It burns them a little bit, but it doesn't help us. Yeah, that's just the better card. Pitch an island, because I'd rather get a mountain or a swamp, because I can cast this next turn if I get a swamp. A braid, and you're just hanging on to the braid. It doesn't flip. Yeah, you were hanging on to the braid the whole time. Awesome. Cool. I love when they kind of slow roll things like that. Well, now I'm not incentivized to block the wolf at all. But if you're only attacking with the wolf, then I still will make that block. Okay. Still attacking with just the wolf. So I make the block because I gotta. The Socialite. Socialite's only a 3/3 anyway. I mean, that's a 3/3 too. Oh, but these are the things I do to try to get a land. Not a land. Alright. Well. Can't block a 6/6, but I can just kind of stand in front of a 2/3. And hope we draw a mountain. Ow. Ooh, another one. Eh. Alright, well, I run that out. I don't think I have any better options here. I'm tempted to take the Ancestral Anger, but I won't. That hurts me too, so that's why I just throw it under the bus. They both go under the bus. Alright, I went to 3. And that will become a 3/3, but that's not where we want to be. I mean, neither is where we want to be, let's be frank. But thank God. We can remove the Flourishing Hunters, and then we just need to draw a creature that can deal with the Epicure, because the Dreadfast Demon can't. It will exploit to itself. Now we gotta deal with both. Oy. I mean, I can cast it, but it literally won't do anything at the beginning. I have to sacrifice. Oh, I don't. I don't have one to sacrifice. I see. Well, alright. I'm not going to give you a blood token then. Ugh. Rough. Yeah. Bang. One creature short. One creature short. I mean, I don't know if those were the best lines, but you know, it's like you kind of had to discard some stuff to get the lands that we needed to play the Pyre Spawn and then to also play the Dreadfast Demon. So we were kind of digging for lands there and having to discard creatures that we needed. So we probably just got buried a little too quickly by good old green-red Gruul. Which I think Gruul is actually the strongest color pairing in this limited format. Now, of course, untapped.gg and the Draftsmith will tell me otherwise. I mean, we got 5 wins with blue-red. And we're basically playing blue-red again, but I don't think we're going to get 5 wins on this one. We're just trying to get out of gold and into platinum. And thankfully, for what it's worth, you guys get to see the slow, arduous grind that is, because, as I've mentioned before on the channel, I think there's elements of... I'm mulliganing it. I only have one mountain. Yeah, that's fine. But anyway, there's elements of the tiers, the ladder, I should say, the ladder in MTG Arena that are not so much rewarding you on how good you are as a player. It just kind of rewards you on how much you play. If you play enough games, I mean, I don't know how it's necessarily going to pair you. Let me put it that way. But generally speaking, like, you're gonna move up the ladder ever so slowly. Because I've run into some players in Diamond Leagues. The couple times that I've made Diamond. Again, rare. If you're watching me to view a pro player, I am not a pro player. I'm somewhere in between, beginner and pro. I'd call myself an above average player, but I make mistakes. I don't see every line. But anyway, yeah, there's elements of Arena that are just kind of like that, and that's why it's like, so here I am in gold, and I'll probably get to platinum, admittedly, but it will be a while before I get there, because this is going to be like a 2-win, 3-loss draft where I don't go anywhere. I'm just going to take the damage. I mean, it'll be a while before I flip this, considering I had to put the Blood Crazed Socialite on the bottom because I didn't have any black mana. But hindsight's 2020. When you have black mana on top and know you have black mana on top, then all right. Maybe I probably put the Fire Breather down there. Sure. Now I at least have a better target for the Abrade, getting rid of that Fellstinger. Doink! We're at 18 all. Doom the Dissenter. Doom! Doom! Alright. Play out the Catapult Fodder, and then I will play out the Foreboding Statue, which will flip the Catapult Fodder, actually. I mean, I could have done 1 and 1, but it doesn't matter. So scry 1, draw a card. What do you got? What do you got? Hey, Feet. We scared off Vexillion, but join us, Feet. It's been a while since I've seen you in the chat there, so thank you very much for joining us. Unless I didn't scare off Vexillion. No. I'm happy that he stopped by. Hopefully he becomes a follower as well. Completely in the Moment followed, so I'm glad that they followed. I mean, they joined and left, but still, it's a good follow. Happy for the follow. Alright. At the beginning of combat, he flips. Ding! I have a 2/6. Ha ha! I can't do much else with it, but I have a 2/6. It just stymies his board. Sure. Whatever. So we have 6 mana. We need 1 more and to fade a counterspell. So let's see what they cast. We can take some damage. It's just a matter of what's on the top of our library and how they tap. They haven't shown us any counterspells, but they've definitely shown us elements of blue-black control. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. God bless you. Alright, I'm not interested in that. That's annoying. It becomes a 5/5 if I tap it enough. It requires 3. So that's why when the guy threw the Abrade at it when it only had 2, it was a little shocking. Because you just kind of know. Sometimes you know when your opponent had it in hand the whole time. And that was one of those things where it's like, I had a feeling. I got a fever, and the prescription is more cowbell. No, I had a feeling that they had it the whole time. Yeah, I take the damage. Sure. Ow. Whenever you create a blood token, if you control 5 or more, it becomes the 3/3. Right. Alright, well, I'm fine making that block. That's an easy block, and I'm fine making that trade. And I can't do anything about that because it's in the air. So, I'm fine doing that, knowing that, okay, cradle safety, whatever. Haha, I got rid of 2 of your creatures, and got to keep my Wretched Throng. I actually thought you were making that attack just for a shuffle. That boggles my mind. Well, now we're a little more behind than I had hoped we would be, because there's the necessary mana that it would have taken to cast the Steadfast Demon. We need another mana. I take 2. No, it's not gain or it's not lose and gain. That would make it ridiculous. Not too ridiculous, but I guess ridiculous enough that they didn't give it that ability. Well, we take 4 in the air now. As soon as I get a land, we can do something, but I have a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this. I mean, thanks for being a follower completely in the moment, even if you did just, pop in and bail. So, and Prime Gaming, cool. Get the Prime Gaming, and maybe I need to figure that out and do some Prime Gaming. I know, I figured Facebook, being live on Facebook is a good thing. I also just closed the chat window. Oh, there we go. I'm using timeouts. Forgive me, gaming gods. I'm not actually trying to rope our opponent. We can't win. It's not like I can... Well, let me phrase that. We can if I draw a land. Because then I have a 6/6 that can block all these things in the air. And that's... Oh, alright. Here we go. Alright, I got 2 6/6s. Let's go. Okay. It's tapped down. I think they have, through volume of creatures, they actually have us, but let's see. Yeah. Because we're at 5, so I have to go like there. And then like there, and there, and then that's still 6. So yeah, through volume they tapped just enough down that we lost. So yeah, a quick 2-3, because that's kind of how Crimson Vow goes sometimes. But that's also what you get for splashing a 3rd color in Crimson Vow. But to a degree, that's also Draftsmith. Like, Draftsmith is like, run Grixis, do it. I don't want to run Grixis. I mean, I do, but I don't. That gets us up to what? Oh, we got 11, so yeah, I'll open the 10. Vault progress! Woo! Vault progress again. And another Hamlet Vanguard. I have a vault of 561.2. It's more if I'm ever desperate for wild cards, I just crack my vault. Yeah, we'll get some historic games in here. Just a couple. Maybe 3. I just don't want to, I mean, well, my schedule has worked out such that it's like, whoa, we're actually ending what we'd end like 1 hour into it, like I always plan. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. The couple things that I had planned aren't super important. I see. Your deck is burn, burn, burn. And smack, smack, smack. I know you have another burn spell, because you've been using it pretty consistently. Wonderful. It's a 0-1 that can't do anything. Perhaps I should have blocked the other one, but whatever. I'm still dead. 2-2, I mean, I block there, and then I take the 2 off of this thing. And then I take 3 off of the other one. Oh my god. Look at that. Mono red. Keeping the board clear and doing what they do best. This is not fun. I mean, in modern or another format, I guess it's fun, but I'm like, in best of 1, I don't really like playing against ultra aggressive mono red, be it goblins, burn, elves to a degree. Because it's like, you're just taking advantage of the fact that it's a best of one system and being like, alright, we're going to be just grind our way up to Mythic and then we'll figure the rest out later. Or whatever your plan is. I don't know, and I'm not trying to be... I'm well aware that it's like part of the game, like it's legal, I mean, do what you gotta do, and best of one is very much like a format of, I don't know. Because you don't. Like, you can have bad draws and good draws, I get it. And as a result, like, that's the format. Like, the format is that dependent upon that kind of stuff. I don't want to block a 1/1, I really don't. With a very key cog to my deck. I'm gonna gamble that I hit a land. Well, that's like a land, but it's not a land. The hope there was if I hit a couple lands, I can play the first Mirror March that was in my hand and do something. I still can do it. I just don't want to do it. Another Llanowar elf. Into a goose. If they want to wipe the board, then that's fine too. But my guess is this is a merchant, Grey Merchant of Asphodel sort of a deck. Nope. I won one flip. That one goose can't do anything, but I won a flip. Assert dominance. Mana dorks, mana dorks, lots and lots of mana dorks. Yeah, I can cast it. But this is what gets insane when I start doing this. Because you have two mirror marches, and if they completely fail one another, then so be it. But otherwise, we're gonna potentially play our whole deck. Well, nope, they failed one another. That doesn't happen very often. How key is one life to us? I mean, they have a lot of black mana. Don't get me wrong. Black mana pips for the purposes of Gray Merchant. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big swing. Alrighty. Let me just cast one of those so I can gain a bunch of life. Still doesn't want to give me a bunch of life, eh? I do want to copy that, trust me, but I don't. So, again, the insanity that is a Risen Reef. Timuret. Ouchies. Thud. Seasoned Pyromancer. Steam Vents. Okay, Seasoned Pyromancer. Yeah, he's not bringing anything back, so I'm not worried about that. We get a couple. That's actually bad. Because I can't interact while it's discarding. Alright. I can do that, but then I don't have any feud. I need food. Well, yeah, let's just see how many gold spans we can get. Well, the trigger still happens. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I was like, did I break arena? Almost. Technically, I should leave the Mana Dorks untapped, but whatever. I'm going to get enough treasure off of this that I can just tear the peaks and win. I'm done with those Risen Reefs, so you can kill them. That's 20 damage. And then I can just kind of throw things at them. Sure. Whoop. No, maybe, possibly. Alright. Yeah, you're dead. Lots and lots of triggers. I have to click through them all. No, you're so cruel. Oh boy. Do you wish to lose 2 life to draw a card? Ha! I win through timing you out. Even though in reality I still win with all these Tear the Peak triggers on the stack. That's 26. We won 5 flips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we won 5 flips over here. So we've won in total 10 flips over the course of the whole menagerie. And that's given us these mirror matches. But we've also doubled our chances with the 2 mirror matches. Because it's Saint Commander. Yeah, he's going to time us out. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo. I think they walked away just like, oh, let the person like go through all their... Or he's just like that mad. Like, oh, I thought I won. It's like, no. You don't win just because you were playing the game. And got me down to like 7, and now I'm all the way up to 57. Because I've won enough flips. Oh, just let it happen, man. Like, you're dead. But just... Let's see how negative you get. I mean, it's only 5. Well, it's 26, though. So 26 times. And I've moved some of these 5 damage triggers, actually, off to their creatures. But, which is actually going to put the Erebos triggers on the stack first. But, still, that's, like, negative... I'm going to guess, like, negative 45 if it fully played out. Well, with the 7, that was awkward, so it's, like, more like negative 43. Well, it goes to my timeouts. It resolves. It resolves. Oh, it didn't fully play out, but there were 20, I think 4. So, or 19 left, so 19 times 3. Plus 3. So that would have been, or 19 times 5, sorry. So they would have been at negative 98. We very nearly. I'm sure that's easy math because it's 5. It's 5 times 20, which is 200. But, or 100, sorry. Blah, you know, yeah, woo! No, I'm thinking of a different, sorry. Sorry, I was thinking of 10 times 20, but yeah, 5 times 20, 100. Minus the 3 there. Yeah. Anyway. All right, well, got to see that. I always like to do a little kind of meme there at the end by or at the beginning. Depends on my mood. But yeah, you got to see that, and I'm glad you guys got to see it. And we went for an hour and a half, and that's kind of what I try to go for anyway. Before I go off and head to the gym. And then Lord knows what the rest of the day is going to hold here. Probably job applications. So anyway, like, follow, share, and subscribe. We're Zorby_Devil on Twitch. We're Zorby_Devil on YouTube. And we're Zorby_Devil with a capital MTG on Facebook. That is the Facebook page. So please follow the Facebook page completely in the moment. Followed earlier today. So it's always good to see new followers. And stop in, say hi on Facebook. I monitor that a lot. It doesn't change too often, but that's because like you can only post so many, I'm going to stream today posts and things like that. But I kind of let the videos speak for themselves in that regard, or at least the frequency of them speak for themselves in that regard. But anyway, hope to see you guys on Monday when I will likely be streaming again. I've been pretty consistent at streaming on Mondays. And you're also welcome to donate to the page. I have a PayPal. It is tinner4@sbcglobal.net. That is my PayPal account. So you're welcome to shoot me a $5 donation, $1 donation on PayPal. Whatever you can afford. But I greatly appreciate it, and I try to invest that money back